Now you guys know how much I love my bowl method, but some days I just don't feel like dealing with the bowl. So here's what I do on the days where I want a quick upright styling routine. And before I begin, thank you guys so much for being here. I love making these videos for you. And I also want to give a big thank you to Wavy, one of my favorite hair care brands, for sponsoring this video. And for this routine, we're actually going to start in the shower. Starting out with some very messy day 3 hair, I'm going to start by just shampooing my hair in the shower. And one really important thing about shampooing is to only shampoo your roots. You really don't need to shampoo the entire length of your hair. Your ends really don't get that dirty, and so shampooing them every single time you go in the shower is really just going to dry out your hair, and it won't add a lot of benefits. Now, you guys know how much I love bringing attention to boring everyday things just to add a little bit more excitement to life. So every time I shampoo, I do make sure to give myself a little bit of a scalp massage, and I like using a scalp scrubber for that, but you can also just use your hands. But it really just makes the entire shower experience feel a lot more luxurious and a lot more self-care focused, and it's a really easy way to just bring a little bit of intention into your day. Now, moving on to conditioner, I start by just distributing this into my hair using my hands. That's because my hair typically isn't that tangled, and the shampoos I use don't dry out my hair. That's one thing I really like about Wave shampoo. It is so gentle on your hair, it's not going to leave it feeling straw-like. Once the conditioner's in my hair, I go through with my brush just to detangle everything and really smooth down the cuticles of my hair. Now, when doing the bowl method, I just rinse it out like normal, but when upright styling, I like to do a quick squish to condition. I rinse out my roots first, and then I go through and do the squish to condition method to remove the conditioner from the ends of my hair. Now, moving on to my styling products. For my curl cream, I literally just scrunch it into my hair. It's super easy. Now, the biggest thing to note here is that I'm not raking the product through my hair, and I also didn't brush it after the shower. That's because without the extra water from the bowl method, I'm really focusing on helping my hair form my wave clumps, and any type of brushing or raking motion is really just going to get rid of any natural clumps my hair has. Now, since I haven't applied any of my hold products yet, if I notice that my hair is starting to get a little bit dry or even just a little bit damp, I go in and use my spray bottle just to re-wet my hair and make sure that it's dripping wet. This water also helps with product distribution. Every time I scrunch, I do a little pulse at the top just to help emulsify the water with the curl cream and really get it distributed evenly throughout all of my hair. Now, to apply my mousse, I use the praying hands motion to first glaze the product over my ends before I start scrunching my hair up to get the product more distributed into my hair. Again, making sure not to use any type of brushing or raking motion, since that's really just going to break up my wave clumps and get in the way of what I'm trying to achieve with the mousse, which is really just a nice hold for my natural clumps. And if I feel like I don't have enough product in my hair to make sure it's all evenly coated, I'll add in just a little bit more like I just did. As you can see, my wave clumps are a lot smaller than they normally are when I do the bowl method. That's because I'm not styling with all the extra water, which really helps pull your hair together. However, this does give a really nice, fun, beachy look, and it also means that I have a little bit more volume to my hair since I have a lot more clumps going on. And that's what's really fun about trying out new styling techniques. There really isn't one best way or one worst way. It all just has to do with what the end result you're going for is. And on that note, since upright styling gives me some smaller wave clumps, I like to embrace that big, voluminous hair look. So right now, I'm just micro-plopping to remove any excess water, and I'm not being too gentle about this since I don't mind if I disturb my clumps a little bit. And that is how I apply my products when I'm upright styling. Now, this next part is going to look a little bit funny, but this is how I flip fully upright without tangling my hair. By rolling my head up instead of flipping it, I can let those wave clumps move smoothly past each other. And I do a little shake at the top with my head tilted back, just in case any of those clumps got tangled with each other. Now, next up, I'm going to diffuse like normal, but before that, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of my favorite products from Wavy. Now, products are an important part to any healthy hair care routine, but a large factor of how healthy our hair looks and feels actually starts from the inside out. And Wave's Scalp Serum and Thick and Full supplements are a great way to support your hair's health. These are a one-a-day vegan supplement that promote thicker, fuller, and healthier hair. And they do that with beauty-boosting ingredients like biotin and pea shoot extract that promote thicker and fuller strands. The scalp serum can be used day or night, but I like to do it as part of my nighttime routine. And this soothes any irritation from tight ponytails or excessive detangling, so it's great to use on a wash day. This keeps your hair looking stronger and fuller through skincare ingredients like hyaluronic acid and adaptogens, and it's vegan, gluten-free, and safe to use on color-treated hair. I've been using this duo for about 4 months now. I deal with a lot less shedding, and overall my scalp feels so balanced and so healthy. So if you deal with scalp issues or any shedding, grow all the way with Wavy scalp serum and Thick and Full supplements. Go to theway.com and use code SophieMarie for 15% off your entire purchase. That is 15% off your entire order at theway.com using code SophieMarie. Since this is my quick routine for diffusing, I'm going to use high speed and high heat. Now, because I'm going for that big hair look, I don't mind if my hair gets a little bit messy or if I disturb my wave clumps, so I go right into pixie diffusing just since that helps speed up the drying process a lot. I hold the diffuser up for about 15 seconds for each section, and I'm just cutting out a lot of the still time just to make the viewing experience a little bit better for you guys. Now, one of my favorite things about diffusing is seeing my wave pattern come through as my hair keeps drying. You can tell that the definition is really just starting to pop the more I go through this, and diffusing with high heat takes me about 15 to 20 minutes. Now, because diffusing definitely takes a little bit of time, I typically start by sitting down while diffusing. It makes the experience a lot more enjoyable and a lot less physically painful. But once I'm about 80% dry, I'll stand up, and that's when I start taking the top section of my hair and making sure that's fully dry too, and shaking out and hover diffusing my roots. And as you can see, the sun decided to come back out during my wash day. I film in front of a window, so the lighting varies a little bit. And to finish, all I do like normal is take a little bit of my favorite lightweight hair oil by Way and scrunch out the crunch from my mousse. And that is it. This method is so simple and so easy to do. I love how much volume it gives, and my hair still feels super soft and it doesn't feel producty at all. This is what it looks like from the side, still lots of volume, and this is what it looks like from the back. So this would be a great option if your hair tends to tangle after doing the bowl method. Since you're upright this entire time, when you have it detangled after the shower, it's gonna stay that way. And because those wave clumps are a little bit smaller, there's actually a little bit more volume to the body of my hair. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or any concerns, please let me know in the comments. And if there's a certain type of video you'd like to see from me, also let me know that as well. I hope this was helpful.